Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video I'm going to be showing us how to sew this very gown from start to finish. So the previous video was to show us how to cut. That's the pattern drafting of this video. So if you haven't seen it already on my sewing channel, you can always go ahead and check it out, because who says we can't sew? Now let's get into the video. First of all, thank you for those of us who have actually taken time to subscribe to the channel and also share my videos as well. I want to know your thoughts about this gown in the comment section. What do you think about it? And also, those of us who are interested in joining my online beginner sewing classes, the link is in the description box. If you know someone that wants to learn how to sew, or someone that knows how to sew already but has issues with professional finishing, pattern drafting, proper body measurement, please send that link to this person so that the person can actually use it to also register for the online classes. So with that, let's get into the video. So first of all, I'm going to be starting from the sleeve. This is the flare I'm going to be using for the sleeve. So this length here is almost 5.5, okay? So we can just go with, okay, 5.5. So what you're going to do is this should be the length of this place, okay? So for mine, it was a bit longer, so it's still not a problem. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to lift this part up. Okay, that's the lining. I'm going to bring this one in here. Then I'm also going to bring this one back on top here. Then I'll just sew it straight down to the end. So now this is the thing, as you go, because mine is big, I'm going to pleat them in like this a bit, okay, as I am sewing till I get to the end. So if it wasn't this long, I wouldn't mind, I will not pleat it, okay? So because it's long, that's why I'm pleating it in. It's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to do that till I get to the end. So now once you get to the end, you're going to open this up, okay? When you open it up, this is how it should look like, okay? This is how it should look like. So the finishing for both the inside and outside looks very neat for the lower part of the sleeve. So if you want to go ahead to top stitch on top of this, it's not a problem. You can definitely do that. So I would advise you iron this out first before you go ahead to do it. Okay, so once you do that, you can see both the front and also the back is very neat and is definitely in place. So we're going to repeat the same thing as well for the other hand. So next, it's time for us to work on the center front. So just bring your main fabric, place it on top of the lining like this, and then we'll start sewing around this neckline. So I'm using just 0.2 inches or thereabouts for this. Snipping into the fabric. So don't forget to notch around the neckline before we turn it to the other side. Now, if you want to iron it, you can always go ahead to iron it now. So once we turn it over, so we'll have something that looks like this, okay? So I'm not going to top stitch on this. So all I need to do is just to go ahead and then iron this neckline down. So you see how this neckline looks very seamless like this, okay? And when we initially turned it out, the lining, the stitch that we did inside was showing here. But this is what I did. So you're going to make sure you sew down that stitch on your lining, okay? Use a gathered stitch so that it can give room for loose stitch. So you sew it down on your lining around to this place before you turn it over. It's going to make it look hidden because this part of the line, the lining is actually holding it inside. So it's going to look hidden like this, okay? All right, so let's proceed. Okay, so at this point, I'm trying to work on the dart. So please listen carefully so you can get how I'm going to be doing this. So for the dart, this is one side. I've already worked on the lining and also the other part as well. So this is how it's supposed to look like, right? So I'm going to just carry it, place it over like this. So the thing is, I'm going to start from the waist down to the shoulder. That's how I'm going to walk it through. So I'm going to place it this way, okay? Then I'm going to sew it down. So remember, you're supposed to be using like a quarter inch, not up to half inch to sew this, okay? Now, depending on the inches you actually insert when you were cutting, that's what you're going to use to sew this together. So try as much as possible to arrange it well, but do not drag your fabric. So once you get to the bust point, okay, don't move straight. Make sure you lift up your presser foot just so you can release that tension there. So you're going to sew all the way to the shoulder. So after you must have finished with the shoulder and then you turn it like this. This is how it's going to look like normally, right? Now this is what I'm going to do. Because this fabric is actually transparent and you want to have a neat finishing both on the inside and also outside as well. So I put it on the back and also the front as well. This is what you're going to do. You're going to open this again, okay? Then we are going to push the excess in here towards the armhole area. So I'm going to be pushing it towards the armhole like this. Then we are going to top stitch. So be sure to straighten it out before you continue. Okay. Once you get to the bust, always remember to lift your presser foot so you can release the fabric that in there. So once you are done, you're going to be having something that looks like this, okay? Now you're going to look at it. If the excess inside is too much, please try and cut it out because it's going to show up at the other side and you want it to show up looking small. So try and cut out the excess that you have here. Okay, so once you're done, it should look like this. You see how simple it looks on the inside? Now let's flip this over to the other side. So once you flip it over, it's going to look something like this. Okay, so you see how it is? It looks seamless. So you can actually go ahead to put an iron, just iron this out. So both the front now and the back looks the same. Okay, both the front and the back look the same. It looks very neat. So this is me teaching you how to sew ready-made for free. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look like. Okay, all right, so that's just it. Now let's move over to the back. You're going to repeat this same process also for the back pattern. Okay, so I might not show it in this video, so repeat this same process for the back pattern. So once you are done, this is how my own back is looking like. I did not lace it because I'm living alone and I don't have someone that's going to lace this thing for me. So if I insert that lacing, it's going to be a problem. I'm not going to be wearing these clothes often if I have the lace in it. But if I don't lace it, I will have the strength to wearing it often because it's just zip. So that's why I did not lace it. So if you're going to be lacing your own, before you even attach this one to this one, be sure that you have insert your loops here and also here as well. Okay, you're inserting the loops in your dart, and the loops should start from your your chest line, which is this place. So the loops are going to start from here. So you're going to lace it down to the end. All right, so once the back is done, I'm going to move over to the skirt. So this is the skirt. This is one half of the back. So before I even go ahead to attach this to the lining, I have to work on the flare first. Okay, so this is the flare. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it somewhere here. Okay, now I'm going to just sew it this way down. Doesn't have any measurement, doesn't have any, just however you want to place it, just place it and make sure it doesn't come towards your center back very well. Just somewhere here and you just start sewing it down. So this is it. So for people that still need like a precise measurement and all of that, it's just about 1.5 inches here that I left there. Okay, so I'm just going to place the flare here and I'll just start sewing. So I'm going to go up again. So there about just 1 inch or so. I'll just start sewing. Okay. So the best thing is that you can actually weave this, okay? You can try and overlock your weave, your flare first before you attach it to this fabric. I don't have an overlocking machine. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm going to be taking it to someone that will help me and overlock it once I'm done sewing everything. Okay. So I'm going to be sewing it like this. So if it's going to be easier for you, you just try and draw, use your chalk and draw how you want it to follow. So that's how I'm going to do. If you notice how I sew it, I'm sewing it this way so that once I lift this up, this will fall over the other side. That's why I'm doing it like that, okay? So I'm just going to sew this down to the end. So once I get to the ending part, I'll just cut it off. So I'm done with the first one. So I'm going to repeat the second one in the same way as well. So I'm just going to place it here. Okay, I'm just going to bring it down and just place it there so that this can cover it somehow. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. So I'll just sew this down. She doesn't follow any particular order. It doesn't follow any particular order. So I'm just going to sew it down like that, straight to the end. So I'm done with the front and also with the back. So for the front has 3 flares in front, while the back has just 2. So that's what my flare could carry me. So that's just it. That's that the front will look much fuller than the back. It's not a problem. Okay, so it's time for us to attach the waistband to the main bodice. Okay guys, so I had to proceed to insert the zip at the back. So I'm using an invisible zipper at the back. So I had to do that off camera. So if you don't know how to insert an invisible zip, I teach this step by step in my beginners online class. So if you want to join that, there's no problem. And I actually have a video on my channel that I also explain how to insert this zip, so you can actually check it out. It's actually a short on my video. So I actually did that, and I also closed the back all the way down, so there is no opening here at the back. Okay, so if there's any need for me to open the back, I will still do that if after closing the side seam and I'm not still comfortable with the movement. All right, so that's just it. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to proceed to attaching the shoulders together. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the shoulder for the front. Then I'm going to attach it to that of the back. So same way I have been doing it, we have to make sure that it comes out looking very neat. All right, so the next thing for us to do is just to go ahead and insert the sleeves. So that's what I'm going to do next. After inserting the sleeves on the shoulder, I had to go ahead to start sewing in, okay, just to close in the side seam. So this is the sleeve. We have to sew the sleeve down to the end. So you try to arrange them as you go. So remember that we took in 1 inch. So I also took in 1 inch to shape the bodies at that side. Okay, so now coming to where we have this, I actually want to show you something here. So you have to arrange this properly the way it should be. Okay, arrange it properly the way it should be before you go ahead to sew it down, because if you make any mistake, this flare from one part can actually come in while you're trying to sew design to end up giving you some issues. So you try and arrange it well before you sew it down. I'm trying to make sure that it stays well the way it should be. Okay, so try as much as possible to control, try as much as possible to control the flare. So even if you want to take it bit by bit, it's not a problem, but so long as you're able to control the flare. So at this point, I'm trying to see how I can sew this in a bit, okay, because I don't want to use 1 inch towards this side of the skirt. I want to use like ½ inch to sew it down. So after once I finish attaching the sides together, I will go ahead and wear this and see how it looks like on my body. If it needs me to like shape it in a bit, I will still go ahead and do that. But if it doesn't need shaping, I'll just take it and then give it to someone that's going to help me overlock the rough edges. So as you go, just keep on arranging them and then try taking out the flare. Okay, especially towards this down part so that it doesn't come in contact with the needle.